The year does not start on January 1st. It's not, spring bloom. It's fall, man. The students are on campus. The leaves are starting to change. It's gorgeous.
College football is famously referred to as the front porch of the university. It's the way that a lot of people enter the school, and it's the way they come back to the school emotionally.
What fans love is that experience they have in coming back every Saturday, that they're going to have that tailgate to go to, that they're going to reunite with those friends that they can talk to about this game.
We're good-natured people. All we want to do is tailgate.
And when I close my eyes and I think about college football, I smell what's happening in the parking lot. I smell the smoked meats. I smell the drinks.
Get your wine, get your beer, get ready to go. Set your table up and tailgate for hours.
I mean, you would think it's the county fair. I mean, smoke's in the air, flags are flying, people are going crazy, and it's every Saturday.
Tailgating, myth or legend-wise, there are reports that tailgating was there at the very beginning.
The very earliest games were not played in stadiums. They were played in fields. Spectators would actually pull up in their carriages and watch the game from their carriages. You can't charge admission that way. As soon as somebody figured out that, if you play in an enclosed stadium, you can get some money from people to come in and watch the game, then that disappeared. I think tailgating is a modern phenomenon.
Michigan's athletic director in '68 is a guy named Don CANHAM, and he's the guy who figured out that if you're going to market this game and spread it, you got the dads already. You need the moms. And if the mom determines what's going to happen that weekend with the kids and all that, you got to pitch more than just wins and losses. You can't guarantee this. So he pitched the experience of the whole thing.
We found that as soon as you had a sellout, the ticket demand increased tremendously. So we wanted to create the impression that we had a sellout. So we had dollar high school tickets, and then we'd invite 35 bands.
Sell the experience, don't sell the game. The fall colors, the marching band, the camaraderie you feel in the big house. You can actually count on this experience in a way you can't count on much else.
105,000 people gathered to watch Michigan play football.
It shows you CANHAM's genius of selling the experience, not just the game.
Welcome to the Grove, 10 sacred acres on the collegiate landscape.
At Ole Miss, they're not just having food out. There are these beautiful, elaborate tents like you would see at a wedding. They're very much into the tradition of what I would call like white Southern aristocracy.
It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen. I did not respect or appreciate it before I got there. I was awed by its power. I have no idea why people at a public university in Mississippi are running around in bow ties, drinking champagne before a football game when the rest of America has a keg of beer and a jersey on.
That's an all-week preparation.
I don't understand it, but it's what that fan base loves, often more than the game itself. It's nice to see that college football fans are still able to be as regionalized and as different from one part of the country to the other as they are. Tailgating is a perfect example of that.
It becomes the whole scene the whole day. And I think sampling different tailgates throughout the country, it reflects just how different each of those college campuses are and their traditions.
I can tell you the tailgates at Miami are far different than the tailgates in Tallahassee. When we're just talking about food, Miami serves Hispanic food, there's Cuban dishes, there's a lot more partying going on, much more of a fiesta-like atmosphere.
Eugene, Oregon, Clemson, South Carolina, Auburn, Alabama. It's like people are being pulled and drawn by this force that stirs something deep within them. And it's like it awakens, and all pointing toward this 3.5-hour extravaganza. It's like a pilgrimage or a voyage that people feel like that they are compelled to go to on Saturday.
We're so glad you're watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, make sure you subscribe to ESPN Plus. We'll see you there.